Welcome to Qdabra's webinar. It's been about a month since we did this. Nima, can you hear me okay?
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, this is Patrick at Qdabra, and we're happy to have you here. We are pleased and delighted that you're here. We're pleased and delighted to have you here because we're talking about our end-to-end training site, a training session at the end of this year. We're actually have spent all this time on FormsDesigner to create, and you're going to see it today. You're going to see this new features and everything, but we can now create a form and a workflow and reporting all within Qdabra Forms. And that's the goal of this preview. This is a training preview for the end of the year. So we have a training class in the first week of December, and the goal here is to give you the preview of that. We also want to talk about what's going to be in that class to get you excited so you can register for it. And you know, it's limited to 20 people, so the faster you register, the better. Obviously, you'll get in. And so we're going to show building an end-to-end process. It's not just forms, it's flows. And we'll talk about why it's important to have one format. With Microsoft today, you've got lots of different tools. You got, well, three. You got Power Automate, Power BI, and Power Apps. And they don't create a composite whole. There's no single solution. You have to build these things. And for Power Automate itself, it's very complex because you've got to manage multiple workflows and there's no centralized reporting. The same is true for Power Apps. For Power BI, you've got to have customer user licenses. So these are the issues that we have with Microsoft's solution today for the Power Platform. We're trying to resolve this and give you a one solution that does everything and more. And I think we have a really good story today. We're going to show you some demos. But just to cut to the chase, the training class at the end of this year, the first week of December, you can see December 2nd to 5th, it's just 12 hours, so it's 4 days. And it's going to cover creating the forms, it's going to cover the adding the workflows, extending the forms with custom logic. And Nima, who we have here, is going to actually show all of this. Nima, are you ready to demo?
Yes, thank you. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep.
We have Fogbox website that we have used for many years to track our bugs and features for projects and products. And we want to show you how to create this solution in minimal time using FormsDesigner.
So you're gonna take a site, a website solution that we've used for over 15 years, and you're going to actually recreate this in Qdabra Forms in how much time?
A week, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. So I start with creating a new template, actually a workflow form template, because it's basically responsive and it has some default configuration for the workflow. And after that, what I did was that I just add my main data source fields into the form in each category. Recently, we have more features regarding to the fields. You can rename fields, move fields between groups, and change data type.
You've got a lot of stuff in the canvas on the left here. Your layout's very complex. How long did it take you to create this?
Less than 3 hours. It has a lot of fields, and it's happening a lot to me that I create a field in a wrong data type or wrong group. So by these features, I can fix the issues. Yeah, and after that, I just create a simple layout for my form. In the Firefox, as you can see, we have this layout for the form. So I did similar and create this layout for our form. And here we have new UI for table cells. A lot of features here for adjusting the table cells borders, change the background color, merge table cells and split them. And also right now you can create or add rows and columns more easily with one click. And after designing the form layout, I add some data connection to load data from SQL database table. For example, I load areas from SQL table and set this drop down to load options from my data connection. And also I add an resource file to my form here to make my form more similar to Firefox form. And we have this inline text-based editor in FormsDesigner, so you can edit your resource files easily, and it's also validates the common format file. And if I have some validation error in the resource file, it show me a warning message. And also I add some rules to some of the controls. Here, as you can see, I just add a simple rules. And again, we have this new condition builder UI. You can add lots of condition with no limitation. And we have some limitation in info paths. You just can add 5 or 6 condition for each rule, but there is no limitation. And also you can use these undo and redo buttons. So this is one of the other features we add to FormsDesigner. So that's it. I just create this form using the FormsDesigner without info path. And if I open this form, this is our form, which is
Can you show us the Fogbugs
yeah,
the
it's
previous
really
version?
similar. Yeah.
So this is the new issue. We're creating a new issue for a project that we're developing or whatever. And so
Yeah.
you got these key areas, the name of the project, the area, subcategory, and then who's assigned to, whether it's a bug or an issue or a feature or something, and the priority, and then of course the description of the issue, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's rich text, it looks like.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So show us the oh, this is FormsViewer. Wow, it looks beautiful. So now
Yeah.
keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's create a case and see what's happening. This one. It was about DVXL, and it's assigned to me. Okay.
We're going to show
And
everyone how to create this end to end in the training class. So even though Nima didn't go through the steps of creating the entire form, he said how much time it would take, and we'll
yeah,
hopefully walk you through that in the training class. Sorry, Nima, keep going.
yeah. I just create a case and it show and pop up toast message to verify. And we
Now,
have
why do
this.
you have open buttons in the form and the task pane? The task pane is the central flow, is the workflow piece, but why did you have the buttons in the form as well? That seems strange.
You know, in for first demo, we just want to show how to create the form, and our form has central flows, workflow too, and we can remove these buttons and just use the central flows button instead of these buttons.
Okay, so that was just an intermediate step. Okay, great.
Yeah,
I'll keep going. Thanks.
yeah, yep, and also we add this email notification based on each case. Whenever you create a case, it will send a notification email to assignee, just like the bugs one. And yeah, that's it for our first demo, I think.
Well, that email step though is based on the workflow, which is the second demo, right?
No, it's some configuration based on DBXL. It's not an central flows notification. It's just a notification from DBXL.
Yeah, but that's central flows is defining that. So can you show us the central
Yeah.
flows piece?
Yep. If I click on the open buttons, it
If
will send another notification. Yeah.
you can just click on the link, right, to open the
Yeah.
form.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You got a lot of data connections loading. It's it's like
Yeah.
just barely underneath the gold standard, which is I think 3 seconds for loading. Um, it has to be less than 3 seconds to, well, it doesn't have to be, but okay, great. That's awesome. So that looks very similar. Now what's this thing on the right, the task pane here? Can you show us how that's configured?
Yes. Let's back to my form. As I said, I start with a workflow form, which has central flows XDP by default. But if you have an existing form, you can just upload and open it in FormsDesigner and add central flows XDP to your form and manage it and create a workflow for any form to create or manage the form workflows. What you need, you can just click on this button at the top of the form. So first you should open the form and click on this button, and then
You
you
have
can
to be an
manage the
admin to
form.
do that, right? I mean, not everyone can do that,
Yeah,
right? You have to be an admin, right?
yeah, exactly. You should be to an admin this central flows admin list. Yeah, and here I can create a workflow for my form. It has two views, list view and more graphical view. In Fogbox, at first step when we want to create a case, we just have an open button. So I this same thing and create a step called new and add an button, open button here, which goes to a step active. And if I open an active case, we have assign and resolve buttons. So I create a step called active and two actions and button for assign and resolve, which assign goes to same step, but resolve goes to resolve a step. And again, in Firefox, if I open and resolve case, we have reactivate and close case buttons. So here, again, we have reactivate and close case. And finally, we have close steps with two buttons, with one buttons, which user can reactive any close case, just like the Firefox. And yeah, it's really easy to create this workflow. I think I just create this workflow in less than 2 hours. And about the assignment, you can use your forms field, or you can just add a static value, a static email address, or assign to a group or person, or any other type of values. Okay, if I go back to my form, I have these buttons here. It's an active case, so I have assign and resolve buttons. If I click on the resolve, it will change the form status, and also let's open the form again. Yeah, it changed the status to resolve, and it should also send an notification, yeah, here with a link to the form for the assignee, so the user can open the form easily and maybe test the case.
It's amazing you're showing creating a form, creating workflow without any other system. It's all self-contained, and you got this task pane that's consistent. Your next demo is going to be to show the actual dashboard, right, for the admins.
Yeah, exactly. Finally, we have a central flows dashboard to monitor created records in each form, not just this form. Here, if I refresh this list, it shows all the tasks assigned to me based on the form name. I use this name for Fogbox form, and here is our form title.
Is that the one? Is the one at the top or the bottom?
Oh yeah. Let me check. Yeah.
9241.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you've got the filtering at the top, the start date and the end date.
Yeah.
We got a lot of features in this dashboard, but if you click on that button, if you click on that arrow to the left, what do you see?
If you click on this, or let's click on this one, it will show a history of the workflow.
Okay.
And also you can create a form from dashboard. You just click on this plus icon, and shows your workflow, your form, and by clicking this button, it will show the new form in new tab.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess you have to know what you're looking for. Awesome. Okay, well, let's take a quick break here and ask people if they've got questions or not. And then I'm going to share my screen and go back to the slides, Nima. Thanks, you. Amazing demo. So you showed creating forms in the Forms Designer. You showed automating it with flows, which has deep Excel underneath the covers. And you showed this dashboard that allows monitoring overdue. What you didn't show is that if something is overdue, it'll show up as highlighted, so we can actually measure and monitor what's missing or overdue. So I think the key thing here is that we're providing an all-in-one platform. And the reason why we're doing this is because we're anticipating the future. So we've been working with AI now for over 2 years now. It's about 2.5 years. We started working in April of 2023, and we built lots of tools for you, QDoc Chat, obviously QForm Chat, and the support portal mainly. And they all use AI behind the covers. And we've been continuing to push those technologies. The AI marketplace is changing dramatically, and we're trying to adapt to the quick changes. I'm pretty happy with how that's going. I mean, we're in a big transition right now with the agentic stuff. And so the QDoc chat's going through several major changes. And we'll be announcing that in the next few weeks, month or so. But anyway, the point is that if you've got AI and you want to actually help create forms faster, you need a single format. You can't do Power Apps and Power Automate and Power BI. Those are all separate things. There's contention on locking files in different places. So that doesn't work. And our approach is everything's in one XSN. It's a one file format. And that allows us to actually enable this future. Now, we won't show you this future until probably January or February of next year. We'll do the training class, in the first week in December. And then the next thing we're going to talk about is how to use AI to take this 1 week process and make it a 1 day process. So this is the class that we're previewing today that you're going to learn. You're going to go through what Nima just showed in 12 hours or less and create this end-to-end solution. We've chosen an issue tracking website as our base solution, our target, because we've been using it for 20 years, well, not 20 years, 15 plus years. So it's a good, software as a service website. He's recreated it in about a week, and we'll show you how to do the same thing for your. You can actually take other things you're using and automate them and internally, and even before AI, you can create your own form solution in less time and save your company money. And then, of course, next year we'll show you how to do it faster. But the idea is that we've got this training class. You've got this opportunity to register. We've got day one is going to be three labs, 3 modules. Creating forms. It's going to be creating that form to track issues, and then we'll add smart features on day 2. And day 3 we'll add the workflows, and then day 4 we'll add the reporting, the PDF rendering, which we didn't even show today. So this is your opportunity to preview and reserve. We don't have a link for you, but we will send this to you because you're here. Thank you for being here. So any questions for us? Nima, great job on the demos. Awesome job. I am checking for
Thank you.
questions and answers here. I don't see any questions and answers. I want to thank everyone for your time today. As you can see, I've got a problem with my Teams app. Okay, no posts yet. Nobody has asked a question. So obviously you're all drinking coffee and completely obsessed with social media. But if you have questions, please do ask them because we're here to answer them. And we love you, obviously. We're here for you. I want to thank Nima. I want to thank Ailmel Clemente as well for helping Nima out with the Central Flows workflow dashboard. And we are pushing out the latest FormsDesigner changes, which you just saw in Nima's demo soon, probably next week or two. So that those graphical things for the margins and the padding, you'll see that in the next week or two. If you have questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, we will shut this down. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Nima. Awesome job. Goodbye.